Midsummer Night's Dream, presented by CAVH Theater Company by Carla Ohanian, April Lee, Varam, Martikyan, and Harutyun Petrosyan. Hello, committee. CAVH Theater Company would like to present A Midsummer Night's Dream in Florence. So our estimated budget is $200,000, and here is how we decided to distribute our funding. As you can see for the stage design, we have dedicated $60,000, which includes the overall structure of the set. Since the costumes contain a lot of detailed work as well as fabric, we have budgeted $10,000. Then we come down to our theater rental, which is going to be anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000. Regarding the actors and actresses, we estimate to pay about $50,000. Furthermore, for the permit fees, we are looking at $5,000 here. Then we come down to the amazing designers, which we have been working with numerous years, who we are estimating to pay about $10,000. Then we come to props, where we would like to spend around $8,000 mainly on artwork. Next, we have our very talented makeup artists and hairstylists, whom honestly are extremely fair on their prices. They would do the entire cast makeup and hair for $2,500, which includes the wigs as well. Lighting design as well as sound design, we expect to pay somewhere around $10,000 in total.
The time period and location of this production takes place during the year 1350 in Florence, Italy, during the Renaissance era. In Florence, there is a castle located in a small neighborhood called Athens. The Athens Castle, named after its neighborhood, was known for its beautiful art inside. Many artworks and masterpieces flourished during this time period. Inside this beautiful castle, it is filled with outstanding paintings of Hermia and Lysander. As we focus on the artistic side of the Renaissance era, we will include Renaissance art around the castle walls as well. The tone of A Midsummer Night's Dream is comic. The Midsummer Night's Dream that the characters experience will be very funny as they go through interesting changes, such as Puck misusing the love juice and Nick Bottom turning into a donkey. The changes that the characters go through because of the love juice will come off as alarming, but soon become humorous. The central image of this production is the inside of the Athens castle. The set design of the castle will look like the photo on the top right. For the castle walls, it will be made out of stones. Hanging around the castle walls, there will be famous Renaissance paintings like the ones in the bottom right image. Alongside these pieces will be the paintings of Hermia and Lysander. These paintings and beautiful artwork will hang around the castle walls like in the image below.
One of the most important themes we planned for this play was love and the difficulty of it. During the Renaissance period, it was a very influenced time of love and romanticism. Almost seemed as magical, which is also shown in the play with fairies and other magical aspects. This is shown mainly when the fairy named Puck, who was supposed to use the potion on Titania. This potion was from the flower called Love in Idleness. Color palettes, lighting. Since the play will be set mostly inside the castle, there will be little room to work with when it comes to color, since the stone walls will make most of the color to be gray. But one of the most eye-catching colors that will be used on set will be the red ambient lighting of the sun reflecting the windows from inside the castle. This will also help with lighting in the play and set a certain mood. Color palettes, costumes. When it comes to the costumes, the women will dress in more bright and variant colors, such as red and yellow, whereas the men will dress in more dull colors, such as brown or a darker red, or even black. The images shown on the right give an approximate feel of what costumes will be worn during the play. Costume ideas for Helena. When it comes to Helena, we want her costume to be a bright yellow color. We wanted a color that would match with her blonde hair perfectly. The costume will be a dress that will be very wide on the neck, sitting on her shoulders when she wears it. The dress will also go down to her feet, exposing nothing, sort of like a gown. Costume ideas for Demetrius. Demetrius will wear all black with a hat on as well, since hats were popular in Italy in the 1530s. His outfit will be very baggy towards the arms and begin to thin out towards his waist. The costume will also have ripples all over his clothes, mainly his arms.
As we mentioned in our budget, art has always played a very big role in the 1350s Renaissance, so we have decided to include art throughout our play to bring the Renaissance era to life for our first prop. This prop, which is a sword, has a hidden message behind it. It has a secret component on the top of the sword which holds love juice. The purpose of the juice is to make anybody fall in love with each other. On this slide, for one of our props, we have decided to include big flower arrangements in an antique vase. The reason why we decided to use this as one of our props is that the flowers symbolizes love, which we see a lot throughout this play. On this slide, you can see our design plan, and in the next slide, I will be describing it more in depth. Okay, so the design plan descriptions are that we all created this design setup since the walls of a castle in the 1350s were made of stone. Art played a huge role in the 1350s, so we decided to have a painting right in the center of the play to grab the audience's attention. One of our props that we are using is a vase with fresh filled flowers since it symbolizes romance, which is presented in the Midsummer Night's Dream. Antique and wooden furniture throughout the castle will give the audience more of a realistic feeling as if they were in the 1350s. We use drapery because it represents the artist period which took place during the Renaissance.
The type of theater we chose for our Renaissance play to be held on is a proscenium theater stage. This image right here shows a proscenium stage from 1350. They are most famous for their architectural frame called proscenium arcs. Something that the arc does is that it separates the stage from the auditorium, which the action of the play is viewed. We chose this proscenium stage for our wonderful characters to perform on. This stage is very beautiful and perfect to perform on because the ceiling makes you feel like you're in a castle. In addition, we chose this stage because it gives our audience a great view. The performers only need to focus on one side of the stage rather than constantly moving around to give the audience a good view. One special aspect of the Renaissance in Florence was that they were mostly known for their artistic achievements. Art played a major role during the Renaissance. As you can see, these creative artworks of Jesus done by Leonardo da Vinci and Giotto di Bondone. Besides Leonardo da Vinci, Giotto di Bondone was considered one of the numerous great artists who contributed to the Renaissance. A unique aspect about the Renaissance was that the greatest scientists and artists thrived during this time. These three people included artist Leonardo da Vinci and scientists Isaac Newton and Galileo Galilei. We still remember these three people for their fantastic achievements. Lastly, another unique aspect was the printing press. The creation of the printing press helped spread knowledge wider and faster than before. The creator of the press was Johannes Gutenberg, as you guys can see him on the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you.